The Farmer's Son and the Billionaire's Visit. Chapter 1, The Expulsion. The air was thick with shame as Arian trudged down the dusty path away from Greenwood Academy, his books clutched tightly to his chest. He had just been expelled. Principal Carter's voice still rang in his ears. "You don't belong here, Arian. This school is for students who can afford their education." It wasn't his grades, he was one of the brightest students in his class. It wasn't his behavior, he had never caused trouble. It was because his father, a poor farmer, had fallen behind on tuition payments. His mother's frail hands had packed his lunch that morning, and his father's sun-worn face had smiled at him with hope. But now, there was nothing left, except the knowledge that his dreams had been crushed beneath the weight of his family's poverty. Chapter 2, A Father's Sacrifice. That evening, Arian found his father, Ravi, sitting under the old mango tree near their small farmhouse, staring at the fields in silence. "I'm sorry, Papa," Arian whispered, tears brimming in his eyes. "I failed you." Ravi turned to him, his eyes filled with warmth. "You did no such thing, my son. This world may try to close doors on you, but you have something they cannot take, your mind, your kindness, and your dreams." His father had always believed in him. No amount of hardship had ever dimmed that faith. But Arian knew his father was suffering. He had sacrificed everything to send Arian to Greenwood Academy, even borrowing money from neighbors, yet it still hadn't been enough. Chapter 3, The Arrival. The next morning, an event that no one could have predicted shook Greenwood Academy. A massive helicopter roared above the school's pristine lawns, sending teachers and students rushing outside. It was sleek, black, and bore a golden insignia, a logo recognized worldwide. The door swung open, and out stepped a tall, commanding man in a tailored suit. He wore sunglasses, but his expression was clear, this was a man used to making things happen. The crowd murmured in astonishment. Was it a government official? A celebrity? Then, Principal Carter's face turned ghostly pale as the man strode purposefully toward him. "I'm looking for Arian Ravi," the billionaire said, his voice calm but firm. The principal hesitated, then scoffed. "He's not a student here anymore. I expelled him yesterday." A silence fell over the crowd. The billionaire took off his sunglasses, revealing sharp, intelligent eyes. "Then you made the worst mistake of your life." Chapter 4, A Hidden Past. Gasps rippled through the students. Who was this man? Arian stepped forward hesitantly, eyes wide with confusion. "Sir. I don't understand." The billionaire turned to him with a smile. "You don't remember me, do you?" Arian shook his head. The man chuckled. "Years ago, a poor farmer took in a hungry, lost boy. He gave me food when no one else would. He let me sleep under his roof when I had nowhere to go." Arian's heart pounded. "You knew my father?" "Knew him?" The man's eyes softened. "Your father saved my life. I was an orphan with nothing. He didn't just give me food, he gave me hope." The realization hit Arian like a tidal wave. This man, this billionaire, was the same boy his father had once helped. The billionaire turned back to the principal. "You expelled the son of the greatest man I ever knew. That's unacceptable." Chapter 5, A Lesson in Humanity. Principal Carter stammered. I didn't know." The billionaire cut him off. "No, you didn't. Because you judged him by his poverty instead of his potential." He turned to Arian and placed a firm hand on his shoulder. "From this day forward, you will never have to worry about tuition again. I'm personally funding your education. And not just here, I'm sending you to the best school in the country." Arian's breath caught. "Sir, No arguments," the billionaire said with a grin. "Your father once changed my life. It's time I returned the favor." Tears welled in Arian's eyes as he looked toward the heavens, whispering a silent thank you to the universe. Epilogue, a new beginning. As the helicopter lifted off, the students and teachers stood in stunned silence. Some whispered in awe, while others looked ashamed for how they had treated Arian. Meanwhile, Arian ran home, his heart pounding with joy. When he reached the small farmhouse, he found his father standing under the same mango tree. "Papa," he cried. "Your kindness changed a life long ago. And today, it came back to us." Ravi listened, then smiled through his tears, pulling his son into a tight embrace. That day, Arian learned the greatest lesson of all: kindness never goes unrewarded. It might take years, even decades, but in the end, the universe always remembers. And when it does, it arrives not as a whisper, but with the roar of a billionaire's helicopter.